YouTube, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan. I own a clothing brand called NewBara. NewBara stands for breaking new barricades, getting over all the challenges, difficulties, obstacles to get to your goal and achieving that goal. Follow us on Instagram, go to our website, check it out. We have amazing quality products, but that's not what you're here for. You're here to understand your own brand and what it's going to cost to get up and running. I'm about to break all that down for you within this video. If you could just go leave a like, and then once we're done, comment your favorite part or anything you're looking to know in the future about running your own clothing brand. So before you even accumulate a penny of cost, you're gonna need to sit and write down all of these three things. You're gonna need to know your target audience. You're gonna need to know your unique feature and product that you're gonna be able to sell other than what the rest of the market is already selling. And then you're also going to need to know your mission statement. What does your brand stand for? Like I just told you, NewBara stands for breaking new barricades. So what is your brand and brand name going to stand for? Maybe even come up with a little logo or some sort of concept of how your brand is going to look compared to the rest. So first up, we're going to just jump right into the branding part. We're going to go over your logo and your website. So with creating a logo, you can either do it yourself and try to figure everything out and accumulate that skill as well. So not only are you going to be saving some money, you're going to be spending a little bit of your own time if you have it already, and you're going to be learning a skill on the very low end. So you can start with Canva for free. They also have like a pro option. I don't remember how much it is. I think it's like 10 or 20 bucks. Or you can get Adobe Photoshop and any of their other, softwares that they have, which is I think about $20 to $60 a month as well, depending on which package you get. But if you learn all those skills, spend the time to do it, you're gaining a skill and you're doing it yourself, you're saving some money. Because if you go and buy a logo, every single logo is going to cost you at minimum $50. You might, go find some guy on Instagram, like an STD page, whatever. If you type that in, you can find logos, graphics, all that for like, probably like 50, 100 bucks. It depends on who you talk to and kind of how you negotiate your price, how big of a following they have, etc. But to get what you want, you're going to need to pay a good price, maybe like at least 100, maybe 200 bucks. Just to get a good quality logo after all the revisions and etc. So keep in mind, logos and graphics do cost a bit of money. So let's just put it in the $100 to $200 category. And then the next thing for branding you're gonna need is a website and social medias. So try to get the social media handle for all of those accounts the exact same. You do not want to have different social medias on different platforms. As well as a website, you're gonna need to get a domain from GoDaddy or whatever it is for maybe like 20 bucks. Make sure that your domain is available. Try to use .com, online, .shop, something like that. Easy to remember, easy to use. And then you're gonna need to be able to pay $20 a month or get the yearly plan for Shopify. Shopify is gonna be your best bet. They have so many features. They continue to add many features. So highly recommend using Shopify, GoDaddy, for those two as far as your website. And then with Shopify, you can also save money by using their free themes. They do have free themes available, so you can use those to save some money at the very start and upgrade later on once you get established. So next up is going to be designing your actual product, whether you're going to be doing a t-shirt, hoodie, whatever. Let's just say you're doing a t-shirt though, and you're going to do either print on demand, pre-order, or samples and bulk order as well. So for any of those options, if you order some type of samples, which you need to for product content, you're gonna be spending anywhere from $20 to $50 per item. Just really depends if you're ordering from print on demand or a wholesale supplier, China, Pakistan, wherever. Highly recommend you use China out of all of these options. Start with your MOQ, see what is the lowest amount of inventory that you can get for that product. Most manufacturers let you get away with like 30 pieces, which is going to be pretty nice because if you just give 10 away, you only have 20 more to sell, and somehow, some way you'll kind of break even or get some type of profit margins. And honestly, that's what you want to do at the start. So once you start ordering, you might, run into a pricing issue with each item. You're gonna have a little bit of a higher cost with a lower quantity. And print on demand, you're not gonna be making that much of a profit margin, nor is the quality gonna be there. You gotta keep in mind, people want a hang tag, people want a packaging on top of their bag, all that good stuff. So let's just say a t-shirt, all in, all of those expenses, you're gonna be spending roughly $15, kind of meeting in that middle ground. you might spend $8, you might spend $17, but let's just say you're gonna be spending $12 to $15 on a t-shirt. So keep in mind that once you're pricing this item, you need to be selling it for at least 30 or more to kind of double or break even on your initial investment. So after you get all that product in and you get all of that figured out, your design and everything else, keep in mind the graphic design costs and include that and break that down within your t-shirt if that's the only product you're going to use it on, because that is essentially another cost to your business. So next up, we're gonna have marketing. You're gonna need to be able to get some type of photo shoots. You're gonna need you can start on the smaller end. Once you're just starting out, you don't have to do a white backdrop shot and lifestyle shots, but I highly recommend doing both of those if you can. You can use Peerspace to rent out a photo studio. Use my link below to save some type of discount on it. I think it's like save $50, but it's up to you as well. You can get a couple of your friends to promote and wear your product for free. Just give them maybe the shirt in exchange. That way you can save some money and get good quality content if you have a good camera, a good smartphone, whatever the case may be. Or you can outsource this content to an influencer and get a very limited run of content for about $200 to $300, depending on who you work with. But we just go ahead and range this entire process from $100 to $500, just because you can do it yourself, or you can go and pay a little bit of money to get it done. Next up is gonna be using that content to market, whether you're posting organically using a social media influencer like I talked about, or running Facebook and Meta ads, which if you need help, DM me on Instagram, I'm here to help you. But you're gonna need a few $100s, I'd say like $20 per day, $20 to $50 per day. It's really gonna get you where you need to be as far as growing your audience and getting some type of online sales. And then next up is gonna be packaging. Like I said, people want to have good packaging. People want their product to come out in a custom bag. For example, we have custom bags for my brand NewBara. Nothing's on the back, just on the front, but yeah. Just get a custom bag, packaging, whatever the case may be. Even if it's a custom poly mailer, people love to see that the brand has put in the effort and extra steps to make them have the experience. Because honestly, at the end of the day, your brand is creating an experience, a community, an atmosphere, and that's really what you need to be leveraging when you're running your clothing brand. Now, these packaging bags can cost you 2 cents to 50 cents, but let's just say that you're shipping the product out and everything else, you're gonna be spending between $5 to $10 per package that you're shipping out. I highly recommend using Shippo or Shopify's, shipping systems, because they do save you a good bit of money both ways. Both platforms do. You're gonna be getting the cheapest rates. But keep in mind, once you are selling in peak season, so like November, December, all that good stuff, you're gonna be paying a little bit of a higher premium price because of the additional packages that are going out for the holiday season. Now, last but not least, you might wanna save $100 to $200, probably at least $200, just to kind of keep anything else that comes up that you may not think about or that I may not have covered. And if there is anything that I did not cover, please let me know down below. But keep $200 extra within that budget to cover any extra costs, any extra shipping costs, whatever the case may be, to really grow your brand. And other than that, I believe the cost is gonna come out to $1,000 to $5,000. It really depends on how much products you order, how much quality you are doing. Honestly, there's so many different variations. It just depends on your scale. But you can really get started with a clothing brand for the very, very minimum of $1,000. And honestly, you may be able to start a little bit cheaper than that, but I would highly recommend at least having $1,000 or more saved up to start your clothing brand and get it going and have it actually be successful. If there's anything that I missed, please drop it down in the comments, or if you have any questions, let me know below. Send me a DM on Instagram if you need help with running your own clothing brand. I'm always here to help. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.